Everybody, Steve Colescott here for elitefts.com. I'm here with Stina Tellhammer. And Stina, you and I have known one another for about a decade now. And I met you, you were competing down in Cincinnati at the Northern Kentucky. What year was that?
2004.
Okay, then my math was about right. Tell everyone where you're from and how you got into lifting.
I'm from Sweden. I got into lifting when I was about 17 years old. I did quit with all my other sports when I was younger. I played soccer and basketball and track and field. And when I got about 15 or 16, I quit all my other sports. So I had to do something. Mm-hmm. And I started with group training, and that's the way I found my way into the gym.
Okay. And did you find that you did well at it right away, or were you? What made you get to that next level where it became a serious thing?
I think it was when after my high school years, I moved over here to Ohio and Cincinnati, and that is when I had a personal trainer, and he asked me if I wanted to try to compete.
Okay.
So I did.
Okay. And you won, that was your first contest, was it the Northern Kentucky?
Yes.
Okay, and that was a big show. Mm-hmm. You won that show. I was talking to Roger and Sandy Riedinger, who are the promoters of the show, and I said, we need to do a story on Stina, because you had the perfect frame, and I thought kind of the ideal look that most women would find attractive, athletic, but not overly bulky. Mm-hmm. And in 10 years, what kind of changes have you made in your body since the body you had 10 years ago?
Well, I have been trying to work on my weak parts. You know I have a good frame for competing in mm-hmm. figure. But I mean, I have some over, like my backside, and trying to get them better.
Okay. What would you say your other than your frame, mm-hmm. you've got like that X frame, what are some of your strong body parts?
My shoulders, my back, and my thighs.
Okay.
Yeah.
That covers things. That covers most of the important things. Visually, you take a glance at someone, you have a big lineup. If someone has shoulders mm-hmm. and a good developed lower body, that pretty much you're going to catch the judge's eyes right away.
Yeah.
Tell us what you do for a living. You were here for 2 years. You went back home. Mm-hmm. Do you work in the fitness industry?
Yes, I do. I actually work at a gym in the reception, and I also do some personal training.
Okay. And you're here in the Columbus area to compete in the Arnold Amateur. Yep. Tell us about your preparation for that.
I have been working on my weak parts, as I said, a lot, trying to get them better the way I want them to. Mm-hmm. I always, when I work for something, I put up a goal where I want to be, mm-hmm. And like a plan, so that I always stick to that plan, so I can get to my goal the way I want to.
Okay. I think people might find this interesting. What do you think are the differences between the gym culture mm-hmm. in the U.S. and back home? How are things? How is the atmosphere in gyms? How is competitive bodybuilding sports different in the two countries?
The bodybuilding sport in Sweden is not that big. It's actually a kind of a small amount of people mm-hmm. that is competing. Mm-hmm. It's more like fitness. It's for amateurs to stay fit and have a healthy lifestyle.
Do you stand out quite a bit? Do people kind of notice you a lot more back home than they do here?
I guess they do, yeah, because you're different.
At the Arnold Classic weekend, it's hard to stand out because everyone's carrying around a jug of water and has protein on, whether they're competing or not.
It's a huge difference.
Okay. Very good to talk to you, and we wish you luck. I have a feeling you're going to do very well, and it's good to touch base with you again.
Thank you. It's nice to talk to you too.